Well, yeah. Sorry, I had to restart this because it was running off of I guess, the previous chat that I had going. But anyway, um, here we are. I don't really have a topic. Like I said, this is just basically in case anybody wants to go in here and chat. Um, I did a short video last night or whatever about the issue with with I don't even want to talk about the mushroom. Really, the issue with the mushroom and how that turned out. But anyway, I just I had forgotten it was Friday and that I was supposed to be in here at 8 o'clock. Probably a lot of people are going, where was he? What's going on? Blah, 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 blah. But I'm here now. I'm not going to go on camera tonight. Mainly because it's so hot and I'm sitting here shirtless and I don't want to put a shirt on. But there's been some interesting things going on lately, like with politics. But I'm not going to talk about politics. But with Trump and all that. But like I said, I don't really have a topic. I just wanted to maybe get someone in here to chat, like as in talking with and having a conversation about what might be going on in their life as far as their targeting, their V2K, the remote neural monitoring, whatever, street theater if you have it, whatever. But I was just watching Kevin Christen's recent live where he's in wherever he's at. He's not at home, but he's mentioning how they seem to be messing with him more now that he's not at home. But that doesn't surprise me because he's not in a familiar surroundings. So they feel like they can get away with more probably. But I also was watching something to do on Mike Asahara's show with William Burr, who was, maybe it was just him, I'm not sure, but he was talking to another person that's a doctor about things that have to do with Havana syndrome and the microwave weapons and all that. Hi, Peace, Love, Truth. How are you today? But he had some interesting insight, even though he doesn't really seem like he's so far into what's happening now. He was talking a lot about like MK Ultra and the earlier phases of spying and espionage. It's 5 a.m. there. Yeah, that's pretty early. Wow. Yeah. Have you been Have you been to sleep, or are you just still awake because of harassment? I'm I'm assuming it's probably from the harassment that you're still awake. They I go through phases of that where um, sometimes they'll um, actually want you to go to sleep. I think so they can mess with your dreams and manipulate your dream and play out some kind of redundantly ignorant scenario they have dreamed up. Um, yeah, well that I, I hear you about the V2K and the RNM. That goes with the territory with a lot of us targets. Although like it is, certain people aren't affected by certain parts of the program. And I think they do that so that you can't just say that everything is equal across the board. Like not everybody deals with a lot of street theater, or not everybody has helicopters going all the time, or the sound campaigns, or the identity theft and fraud that they persist in doing, um, or the hijacking of your phone or your devices. Um, I think everybody has to deal with even if you're not hearing them on V2K and realize that you're being remotely neural monitored, that they are stealing your passwords and information, um, and using them for whatever, to manipulate the letters you receive, or using the voice modulation to call places using your voice and things like that, where they try to create a detriment on your everyday financial situation, or bills and things like that, um, like not receiving your bills when you normally do, or uh, having issues with them trying to augment or manipulate your uh, your identification, or things to do with your social security, things like that, if you have them. Or um, uh, personally, since I'm in disability, I don't have to really worry about them calling my work and trying to cause problems there. But I, I've seen a lot to do with workplace mobbing that has a lot of the same facets of gang stalking, to where they're being harassed while they work, and have them trying to do things that are detrimental to your employment. And the harassment persists in that too. Um, but what I was talking about with this this guy that was talking to Lynn Burr, Dr. Armin, I can't think of his last name. His first name was Armin, and he was talking about the technologies that had been in place since, like, that they were using in the 90s, as far as like active denial systems, and the voice of God weapon they were using on the enemy terrorists in Afghanistan, and making them feel like, oh, Allah is telling you to surrender, and making them surrender because they feel like God's speaking at them, and they're using those devices. But what he was talking about them at the time, they took an extreme amount of power and time to charge them up. Like they were mounted on trucks and whatnot. But the technology's advanced so much now that it's like handheld, so that it can be, mounted in a car easily or carried around and put wherever they decide to use it at. And in a lot of cases, he was talking about that it was infrasound and ultrasound, that part of the technology being dealt with back then, but now it's more oriented with mostly microwave weapons and satellite-based technology. And it doesn't really rely on cell towers or a power source, because it's basically got its own power source. It's battery operated usually, so they can move it around and use them in any situation. That which makes sense to do, considering the advances in battery packs, and the overall size of battery packs are smaller, and capacitors are a lot more powerful now and can store a lot more energy to be used. But the brain-computer interface technology is really advancing at an alarming rate. You yourself can just you can Google keywords such as brain-computer interface, or remote neural monitoring, or remote monitoring technology, and virtually 100 different searches will pop up, and you can find different versions of the technology being used, where and what he was talking about, something that I have brought up before, about there not really being a need for implants, because of your body itself is like your brain is the fingerprint. It's called like the EMF, and the is always your brain is always broadcasting a certain frequency, and it's all unique to that person. And once that frequency of your personal EMF, or whatever your frequency is cataloged, they can track you anywhere with it. And I had mentioned that before due to some of my research, and he basically corroborated that. And the distance that they can use these microwave beams is up to like 200 meters. I had originally thought it was only like 30 to 100 meters, but apparently it's up to 200 meters. So they could easily be over 600 feet away from you, which is, uh, an eighth of a mile. So, in general, they can be 3 blocks over, and and you never know that they're there, but they're focusing on you from there. But if the technology is used via satellite, it doesn't matter where you are. Which I'm more of the opinion that a lot of it is based via satellite, because the ability to follow you around while you're driving and have them spouting their crap at you while you're driving, and it doesn't matter where you're at. There's the signal doesn't dissipate, the harassment doesn't dissipate, and as I don't like to really drop names so much, but Kevin Christian was talking about he's 700 miles away from home, and it's still the same people harassing him throughout the whole trip. And so, granted, we know they like to move in close to you and be next door and down the street a block or two or whatever in your neighborhood, and surround you with the people, but that doesn't limit the technology. And as I was saying, the availability of these technologies is rampant. Like I said, you can Google the devices, and depending on your financial ability, you can get better ones or cheaper ones. And there's even companies that you don't even have to have the technology. They'll do the monitoring for you. And there's companies that advertise that, for a price they'll ruin a person. They'll harass them and make life horrible for them. Again, I don't like I said, I don't like to name drop, but Nefarious is one, and Revenge Inc. is one, and you can search them, and for X amount of dollars, up to 10,000, they'll ruin a person's life for you. They'll track them, follow them, find some dirt on them, spy on them, harass them, and ruin their life for you. You can Google gang stalking jobs yourself. It's not like there's not proof that people are being stalked. I mean, they blatantly. I've shown it on my site here. Some of the searches I've done, just Google searching gang stalking jobs, and companies are advertising on Indeed.com and Bitsy, and hiring stalkers, urgent positions needed, and in your area. It's not just it's not just a localized thing. It's catered to your area. So wherever you live, there's going to be one of those links in the search is going to be directly about you, the city you live in. That they're looking for people to gang stalk people, targets. And so I know for a time I had a lot of perpetrators coming here talking about gang stalking isn't real, you're delusional, this stuff doesn't exist, blah, 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 blah. But after I started doing these searches and doing research on the technology and, you know, the companies that are perpetrating these crimes, because stalking is a crime. I don't care how much they sugarcoat it. You can sugarcoat shit, but it's still shit. They're everywhere, and they blatantly say they want stalkers. I'm not talking warehouse stalkers stocking shelves. I'm talking STALKERS, not STOCKERS. Not shelf stalkers. I mean people stalkers, harassers, threateners, whatever. But that is, I don't. I don't consider personally that, even though as I have myself reported, you know, the harassment and even provided evidence and tried to disseminate information to law enforcement agencies and that, and I'm sure some of you have done the same, that it doesn't it doesn't appear to be welcomed, and it isn't it isn't considered as far as, like, you know, let's say you have a person stalking you, and you can name that person with a knife or whatever, that's, you know, chasing you down the street and threatening you. It's not it's not followed up on, and it doesn't seem to matter how much evidence you've accrued and what types of evidence, whether it be cyber stalking, cyber threats, literal physical harassment, literal physical assault, other things like that. Here you go. Get one out. Here. But anyhow, I used to spend a lot of time recording the V2K and whatnot on my tablet, but I don't bother doing that anymore. And I've never really bothered spending my time holding my phone up and recording people and, you know, videoing everything, or videoing the helicopters or the street theater or the one headlights or the things like that. And the main reason for that is that, be it my own opinion, that although, you know, you see people and they are, you know, pretty much blatantly stalking you, even though they're holding their phones up, I don't really think that they're actually videoing you or taking photos of you. I think it's just a tactic they use to get you to start recording them and to confront them and to spend a lot of time taking pictures and videos of them, which, in my opinion, in effect makes you look like you're paranoid and stalking just about everyone. And I'm not going to say that you shouldn't do that. I'm just saying that for the sake of appearances, unless you blatantly get one, you know, outright admits they are stalking you, and yeah, I'm a stalker, blah blah blah. It's just you taking pictures of people with target bags, people with one headlights, people looking at you. Um, and as far as the directed conversations go, um, the only thing about that is the directed conversation. Um, Although it may be pertaining to something that happened to you, is a mundane string of words that they don't act. They're not talking about you personally. They're talking about an activity, and that activity pertains to you, and you know it does. But from an outside perspective, it's not going to have anything to do with you, and that's it's why they don't sit there and say, oh, let's say Peace was walking down the street and with her dog and blah 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 blah. They're not going to tie your name to those conversations, even if you record them. Granted, you can record them and you will know what it's about, and you can make an assertion that it's about that. But that is what it is. And just like with some of the videos with people that are sitting in their front yard and their porch or whatever, and have people going by honking. Yeah, granted, that's annoying. It's disturbing the peace, and that does appear like to be stalking. But I just I just some of the things they do. Well, actually, most of the things they do are designed to be mundane and not unconnected. And even though over time, as a target, they're all connected. You see the patterns, and since it happens to you every day, all day, you know that. And but like I said, from an outside perspective, a judge isn't going to say, "Oh, well, yeah, this literally looks like this or that." But I just, as for me, I tend to focus on the things that you can nail them for, like cyber harassment, and the death threats you receive online, or hacking your Facebook or your devices, or things like that, or actual assaults, physical assaults or verbal assaults. Now, as far as doxing goes, every one of us has been doxed. Every target has been doxed. You've been doxed. You've been doxed. They know where you live. They know about your family, and they've spread that information around. They know everything about that. All your information's been spread around. They use all of it or part of it to create fictitious identities using your identity, your information, your medical records, things like that. Your college transcripts, your social security numbers, all that stuff. They do that, and they call that Frankenstein fraud. And once you can prove that, you can nail them for that and things like that. But like I said, though, the walking around and having people, walking by you, and I know that the aggravation of this gets a target, a targeted individual to want to confront them and, you know, lash out and say, oh, you're a stalker, or you'll say some mean things to just a random person, you know. But you may know it's a stalker, but like I said, to the untrained eye and to the casual observer, it just looks like you're being kind of obnoxious, and you're just harassing that person because they were walking by. I'm not saying they're not a stalker, but I'm not saying that you shouldn't do the, you know, this recording or these documents. But I personally I'm not going that route because if they won't accept actual physical evidence of things like hacking, assaults, threats, cyber terrorism, things like that, doxing, whatever, then a couple videos of cars in their headlights and helicopters flying over your head is not gonna. It's just my opinion. Not gonna make our case for us. But what I will say is the damage inflicted on targeted individuals with microwave weapons and the effect on your inner ear, the effects on your brain, on your organs, the physical aspects, and now that, you know, Havana syndrome has been pretty much mainstream and it's pretty widely talked about. And there are companies that are working on devices to track microwave attacks and such things as microwave weapons and that. I can foresee in the reasonable future that there will be people that are being brought to justice for using these devices and these weapons in a clandestine manner. That was something else Armin brought up. He said these devices exist. We know they exist, but the issue is proving that your next door neighbor or the house three houses away is pointing a microwave gun at you or whatever is difficult to do without some sort of concrete evidence. Granted, your body hurts. Granted, you hear the voices that they're screaming at you 24 hours a day. You know they're manipulating your dreams. You know they're harassing you on your channels, sending you creepy messages, texts, whatever. You know, manipulating our phones. We know all this shit. We all know it. But the difference between knowing it and proving it, that's the problem. So, and like me, I'm sure you know that who a lot of your stalkers are, because they want it to be obvious. They want you to know who they are. They want you to know they're harassing you. They want you to know they're watching you. And that in itself is part of the program to create anxiety or fear or aggression. Little Angels says they get hit once, just one time, only for a short period of time, and the rest of an entire 24-hour day, and they get the red carpet. We get hit all day, every day for life, and what do we get? Yeah, I understand that. I do take offense to that the deal with Havana Syndrome and the diplomats in Cuba or wherever um, complain about a little bit of nausea and vertigo once, like you say, and all of a sudden, you know, they're heroes. But you and I, as an ordinary citizen who's been dealing with it for fucking 4+ years and etc., however long that is, you get laughed at, ridiculed, told you're fucking paranoid, told you have schizophrenia, and that it doesn't exist. But you've proven, I mean, it's proven to exist. It's not. That's another thing I've just been talking about. The perps aren't going around as rampant as they were, saying, "Oh, gang stalking doesn't exist," and blah blah blah. B2K doesn't exist, or you're paranoid, or you're schizo. I'm not hearing that anymore because that just lets you know who they are. Hi, Hoffer and Angels, and I don't know where Virginia is. No, I'm not even saying it's aliens. It isn't aliens. It's just a large group of sick people. I mean, I wish it was aliens because it would give me a little more faith in humanity. I mean, the fact that there are other humans doing this to you, and me, doesn't lend credence to the morals and the empathy of other humans or compassion, because they don't care who they hurt with this, and it's all for a couple pennies. And when they realize that you can't eat money and you can't take money, when you do die, you can't take money with you, which they won't. But as it is, I take it you've seen my short video clip where I use the short 1-minute clip of "They Live" with Roddy Piper in it. Yeah, I'm not saying it's aliens, but that little short clip, it presents that he's being targeted in a grocery store, and he knows he's being targeted because he can see them, be it with the glasses, and you can, like he did, you can pretty much tell who's targeting you and who's not. You look okay, but this one really fucking ugly. You know what I mean? And the counter help, and it's just at the end he says, I'm not liking this one bit, because you're not, and they're all in communication, like they've got their little. It shows them with their little wristbands talking to each other, saying, "Oh, he's a Caucasian male, blah blah blah. White, doesn't appear to be armed," But yeah, and yeah, I do like Giorgio Tsoukalos. I he's fun to watch. Yeah. But the the premise behind that, that they're right here, and they're in plain sight, and all you have to do is just look. You have to see. You have to just try and see them, and they're there. Hi, Virginia. Yes, we have one that can see. All right. But that's just another point I have, is that they're not trying to hide it. It's not like I said. They're not trying to hide it. They want you to know you're being targeted. They want you to know you're being harassed. They get a kick out of that. That's part of the kick for them. They they get their jollies knowing that you know they're following you, they're harassing you. They get their jollies off of it. I mean, and I just don't. Like I said, I don't pretend to know everything about this. I mean, only the gang stalkers themselves know everything about their agenda. They're the only ones that know who started it, why they started it, and why they're doing it. But through you know uh, through deduction and experience, um, every target comes up with a scenario or a premise to why they're doing it, who's doing it. I mean, yeah, you got the people that are adamant that they're chosen by God to be targeted. Then you've got the star seeds that are like, it's because you're an empath and you're psychic and blah blah blah. And then there's people that all think it's the FBI, and there's people that think it's the CIA or the Illuminati, or it's witchcraft, or you're being persecuted and targeted because you're religious, um, or because you're a homosexual, or because you're a single white or single black female, or you're a middle-aged man. It's just that I'm sorry, but the orientation is too spread across the board. There are young people targeted, old people targeted, religious people targeted, atheists. There are scientists that are targeted, uh, rich people, poor people, the gay, straight, hypersexual, transvestite midgets. It doesn't really matter who you are if they decide to target you. Um, and, and what I have noticed, regardless of what kind of person you are, they attack your belief system. If you're religious, they attack that wholeheartedly. If you're not religious, they attack that wholeheartedly. If you're gay, they attack that wholeheartedly. If you're single, they attack that. If it's just that whatever it is about you, if you're a musician, or if you're an artist, or if you're a writer, uh, they try to discredit and harm whatever that it is about you that makes you you. And I personally have noticed that across the board as far as people that are targeted. And John Hoffer, you played a video earlier with another targeted event individual that wasn't showing his face, and I had commented about how it appears that he's struggling to talk about it. And I have to bring that up because for all of us that are here that are willing and able to talk about it freely, for every one of us, there's probably 10 of us that can't or won't. Seasoned perps, they all know what they are told on a need-to-know basis. Seasoned perps do, but the young ones still try to be slick, and it's funny because they just look foolish with their humble acting and ear-to-ear grin that they can't help. I came across a little Greek lady that they target, and my heart goes out to her because she is clearly tormented on the daily. Um, I understand that your heart goes out to her, that she's targeted on the daily, but we all are, but that's just uh, I have to say, some of us hold it together better, um, and um, don't show the pain, regardless whether they're feeling it. Um, you know, like I see some strong people that are targeted individuals that, even though they're still trying to stay positive and optimistic, and and even though they've been targeted for quite a long time, they still hold to the optimism that one day it will stop. Uh, but yeah, well, yeah. I mean, like I said, he did seem like he was struggling. I didn't look at who it was. I didn't try to see his name or anything. But you know, you mentioned me in the comment and said that this looked familiar, and well, of course it does. He's a targeted individual. It looks familiar because from what he says, he's experiencing V2K and remote monitoring harassment and dream harassment, and I get that shit every day, all day, every day. Um, uh, and targeted Patton says, but I like to think that we gave the other 9 the strength to speak out instead of continue to suffer in silence. Um, we I guess we have to realize that, um, for lack of a better term, we're the last bastion of compassionate, feeling human beings. Um, I don't like seeing other targets. I don't like seeing other people hurting from this. Even though I'm hurting from it, I still have this uncontrollable innate desire to help whoever needs it. You know, even though I'm struggling with this shit too, I still have to try and. I mean, when I see someone that says, "Oh, I'm I'm a new target. I just realized I'm being targeted," and they got their story, and they don't know what's going on. You know, they appear not to know what's going on. I just have to talk to them and try and tell them what to be ready for, and the things to expect. Yeah, yeah, I understand that you say it's specific and similar to what I've talked about. Um, I'm not the only one. I mean, but but uh, I'm not trying to demean any other target that, let's say, thinks this is because we're chosen, or because we're a star seed, or they think it's because of, religion, or they think it's the FBI or the Illuminati, because it could be one or all of them. I personally think there's a little bit of all of it. um, I think that pharmaceutical companies have a hand in it. I think that the police force has a hand in it. I think that the government has a hand in it. I think it has permeated to a certain degree in a corrupt fashion into all facets of society, from the lowly construction worker to the secret agent from Mars. Okay, just um, I mean, Quaid is not, Hauser is now Quaid. You know what I mean? Start the reactor. I just, um, once they scan you into the system, you're gonna be fucked with. Whether you're a rock pounder in in a gully, or a CEO or diplomat in the fucking White House. They don't have any lines that they won't cross. Angel says, I would never have known that I've helped people without them or someone telling me. That's a major boost for one's targeted life. Well, Angels, you should have already known that. I've seen you help people on the daily. So, I mean, giving people rides and going to help your buddy clean his house in the middle of the night, things like that. Those are not things that gang stalker type people will do for without hope of a reward. You understand? Um, but that's just who we are, Targeted Patton says it's going to take all of us to be brave enough to speak out if we hope to force action. That leads me to another subject. We have a lot of people that are targeted individuals on YouTube. We have a lot of people that call other targeted individuals fake targets. We have a lot of people that are obviously perps. We have a lot of people that don't have a fucking clue that this is even happening. And we have a lot of people that know it's happening but pretend not to know. So that in itself lies the dilemma. Who who can you trust, right? So I mean, it is a definite embedded form of this program. People call it a program. I call it chaos. The intent is to create dissent, to cause you not to trust, and to always be looking at, even the person and you might have known for a while, with with a with a you know the Dwayne Johnson or the Spock one eye, where he lifts the eyebrow going, huh? Or the German Shepherd that he tilts her head to the side with the ears up, like what, hmm? What did you just say? Um, uh, maybe that is it, Virginia. Maybe it's just because that's who we are. Um, I'm gonna. I think that there's Virginia again with the comment of the evening. She always tends to do that. That's Virginia, the comment of the evening. Um, and just from that comment, maybe that is part of the reason we are targeted, because that's just who we are. Um, I don't see John Hoffer ever joining the dark side. I don't see Angels ever joining the dark side. I don't see Virginia ever joining the dark side. I don't see Peace Loves Truth ever joining the dark side. It's just Virginia said something the other day to me about myself, that I'm consistent. And that's what I'm talking about here. We're consistent. We're consistently fighting these gang stalker fucking scumbags. And and John says there are walls crumbling around them, one block at a time, but I feel like it's close to totally collapsing. No need to trust in anyone but yourself and your own truth. Virginia, 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 Virginia. Ego boost. Yes, sir. And even angels. Virginia, 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 Virginia. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Well, run, Forrest, run, right? Run, Forrest, run. I don't know why, I just started running. Yeah. Um, he just started running and didn't stop running. Um, I was thinking about another movie that really has the aspects of gang stalking deep seated in it, and that would be, I don't know if you've all seen it. Um, the I can't think of the name now. It had Matt Damon in it, and it was Adjustment Bureau. That's it. The movie Adjustment Bureau, where they try he I'm not even going to explain the movie, but they were trying to keep him and this girl apart throughout the whole movie, and following him and manipulating his entire existence. And Nicka licka licka honey ho. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, get to the chopper. Get to the chopper now. Screw you, baby. Yeah. Adjustment Bureau was a good movie. I mean, but like I said, it has a lot of the aspects with the to do with gang stalking to me, because it's deep seated in surveillance, Big Brother, uh, destiny manipulation, uh, progressive torment, you know. Um, but in the end, you know, the good soul wins out. It's not a tumor. Who's your daddy and what does he do? But that to me is funny that we're talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, because the perps that are gang stalking me on V2K all the time call me Schwarzenegger. Um, maybe it's because, you know, of my last name Schmear. It's a funny name, hard to pronounce, but yeah. But they're always on B2K talking about Schwarzenegger pertaining to me. And yeah, who is your daddy and what does he do? That's Kindergarten Cop. Do you remember that movie where he became a substitute teacher for for kindergarten? Don't be scared of a big booty, Virginia says. Indeed. Um, let's see. Trying to think of another topic that's interesting. That maybe we could hit on. Fat bottom girls make the rocking world go round. Yeah. Uh, I I don't I don't really like to do this, what I'm about to do, but I I don't I don't like Nerve Gorilla. I don't like him. Sam, I am. I will not like him for green eggs and ham. You know, I just don't. You just discovered today that you're not only related to, like, the president, Arnie, and JFK, but I'm also related to Nixon, apparently, as well. Yeah, you know, funny about that. Dennis Hopper married someone that was my second cousin, so that kind of related us um, through marriage. Uh, yeah, well, that's obviously why I do not like that person, because that's what he does. That's what he does, and that's all he does. Um, that's kind of why I brought it up, because I, uh, I don't normally do this, but I hid him in his comments from my channel. I don't do that to people. I mean, I don't do it to my perps. It's just to most of them. I just don't like the son of a bitch. Okay. And I don't ban people usually. I don't block people. I mean, I like freedom of speech, but then you got people like Muddy that comes in here and and uses other people's names and gets on the channel and screams the N word, or posts some Nazi shit. I don't like that. Granted, I don't like that, but I let him do that, and the reason I let him do that shit is because one day karma is going to kick him in the ball sack, and that's why. Um, Hello, people are not products. Welcome to the stream. Almighty Father, at Virginia, you've got to caps the emphasis to place correct rank honey. I don't consider racism a good thing in any manner. That's one thing I will say. This Teddy, he named his channel for a long time project in the works. What is that project? If you're able to elaborate, Teddy. You wanna come in and talk about it? I'll allow you to come in and talk about it. There's a StreamYard link if anybody wants to come in and chat. Like if John, you want to come up, Virginia, Angels, all of you. I really don't care. All 5 or 6 of you want to jump in here and we can just talk. How about that? Jump on here and just talk. A channel called Patent Perps made a series of videos on me recently, but I thought they were funny as hell. I had to like them. You sure it was about you? I mean, maybe they were talking about your town. You're probably right, though. They're all right about me. I don't deny it anymore. I am racist against racism and racist motherfuckers. Damn straight, motherfucker. I'm racist against racist. No shit. I'm not racist against farts. Better out than in. And I just farted. And shit. I didn't shit. I only farted. It wasn't a shart. It was a fart. Like I said, I made ham and beans yesterday. Was it yesterday, honey? Did I make ham and beans yesterday or was it the day before? What? Did I make ham and beans yesterday or what? Yeah, it was yesterday. So the ham and beans are catching up to me that I made yesterday. Bask in your ambiance. Yeah, right. Well, I got a fan blowing on me. Well, it's like, Fat Bastard from Austin Powers. Everybody likes their own brand, right? Yeah, baby. But I guess nobody wants to chat. Nobody wants to come up and chat. Beans, beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, yeah, we know that. Bullshit. Girls don't fart. Now, Virginia, that's just some bullshit. Okay, and you know it. Admit it. You gotta admit that. But yeah, I fart glitter. Glitter farts. Imagine what that would be like. I could just see this sexy girl walking down the street with her mini skirt and has her butt floss on, and she farts and poots glitter. Big old cloud of glitter floats up behind her. Girls double fart. Oh, there. See, you fart rainbows, right? Is that what that's about? The rainbow connection. Some farts do sound like a frog, like ribbit. Yeah, I know. That makes me. You say that they're like a unicorn, right? That makes me think of that commercial where it had the unicorn that was pooping out the rainbow ice cream. Funny commercial. But let's see. I give credit where credit is due. Mine sound like a rose garden. What does a rose garden sound like? Bulldozed. Get steamrolled, right? Get steamrolled. Oh, stole it. Sorry. Okay. Um, yeah, silent deadly ones. Yeah, those. You know, sometimes when you're shopping, you're walking through, let's say, Walmart, and you lay a silent one out there, and you walk across the aisle a little ways, and then someone walks up and is looking at stuff you were standing by, and you look at them, and you can tell they're like, "What the hell?" That's always funny. You lay a real nasty silent biscuit, and then those are ninja farts.
We need to go.
Yeah, I've done that before. Me and my wife were walking around, and I cut one, and I said, "Keep going, move, keep going, walk," because I just farted. Uh, the kind that has the power to wake myself up from a deep sleep. Oh boy, that's a nasty one. Yeah, that's what I usually say when I when I do that. I just blew you a kiss, huh? Oh gosh, and she'll smell it.
You said I was scenting the whole house earlier.
Yeah, yeah. Rose was laying down and in the bed and back there, and I guess she laid one of the bean farts, and it came out here and it hung there, and I'm like, God damn it! Holy shit! This motherfucker has wings in on it. It just hung here. I'm like, I had my nose covered for a minute, and then I uncovered, and then it's still there. I'm like, son of a bitch.
It's your fault. You took them.
It's my fault. I cooked the beans. Dutch oven, right? Um, yeah, I cooked the beans. It's my fault. I used navy beans, great northern beans, and baby lima beans. So,
Just wait until I pull that blanket over your head tonight.
yeah, gonna pull the blanket over my head later. So you went to the 99-cent store after you went to Home Depot with your mom earlier? Oh, really? Well, I'm not gonna put it on here. I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to do that. Um, you see, I look at this participants, and it only shows me, Angels, John, and Virginia, but there's still two more people in here. Well, one more. One more people. Lingerer, yeah, it's a lingerer. Yeah, just like this conversation is lingering. I like the Biggie skit on Life After Death where he's saying the bitch wanted me to shit on her. Then he says, "Oh, what I'm supposed to hit that after? I'm I'm supposed to hit that after? Yeah, no, yeah, Pineapple Express. Um, I made ham and beans, Virginia. I made ham and beans. Put onions, celery, carrots, uh, some bell peppers and garlic in it, and um, probably about maybe a half a pound of ham, maybe, and some dill weed, some Italian seasonings, some cumin, some onion powder, bay leaves, basil, seasoned salt and pepper. I think that's it. Well, I'll look at it, but I'm not going to play it on here because I don't want to. It's somebody else's content. Lurkers, yeah, lurkers are okay. We got lurkers. It's all right. Oh, it's you, but somebody else made it. Um, well, if you can give me the link, I'll throw it up. I'll regurgitate it. What's it called? Go in there. Go backstage and put it in a comment. Or something. I don't know. They just stole my content and added, they just added fart sounds. Is that what they did? That's funny. What do I look for? Patent burps. What? Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
it's
it called?
funny. Here, let me see here. I think I can put it in the private chat now. You can put it in the private chat, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Here,
I actually think it's my nephew. My nephew, my son told me that that's like one of the. It's got my nephew written all over it, so it's probably my nephew, to be honest. Oh, I laughed my ass off. I thought it was hilarious. I liked it and everything. You got to give credit where credit's due.
Okay, we're gonna share it.
Okay, thanks.
We'll share it up there. Okay, here it is. Oh, it's not. I'm not getting any sound off of it. Well, let's restart it.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was hilarious.
It is funny. That's funny. It's funny, yeah.
There's three other there's three other
Yep,
videos. I think they're all funny.
that was funny.
You should play them all. I think they're hilarious.
That was funny.
Play the other ones.
That goes along with our conversation. Well, I already clicked off of it.
Oh,
Damn it. Let me go back.
hold on, I can grab
I
the
got it.
links.
I got it.
Okay. Because there's one. I made a video with another one bites the dust, or they made one with another one bites the dust showing cell phone towers.
Here we
So
go.
I made one exposing that, but then they took that and and made it even funnier. I got a big ass TV in front of me.
Okay, it's got Dolly Parton on it. Is that the next one?
Dolly Parton. I'm not sure.
Well,
They only have like 4 videos on there, right? I don't get what you mean, Virginia. I have a big ass TV in front of them. Oh, I do. I'm looking at a big ass TV. Yeah. Let's see here. I can grab the links here. Let me see.
I got it.
That was the first one. I laughed my ass off.
Just showed off. This is the Stoger 3000 semi-auto shotgun, 12 gauge.
Yeah, Ted, that was me on Abe's
A lot
stream.
of fun.
That one's kind of stupid. But the last one's the best one, I think. And before I play this video, it's important to note there's a certain song that I would always blast to my gang stalkers, right? I would always blast this song like as loud as I could to my gang stalkers. So here's the video. I love
I was just being fucked. I said, yeah, right in the ass. Right in the ass.
LGBTQ plus. Let's get one thing straight. This user
I
is
gotta
not.
give them credit. Dude, they were hilarious. I laughed my ass off.
Okay, here's the last one.
All right, you stubborn fucking loser, John. I guess I have to spank you again because you're not learning your lesson yet. Maybe your dad should have spanked your ass
God, I hate that.
because I'm gonna have to do it. You're not fucking learning your lesson.
Is
All right.
Right in the ass.
that in the same
Right in the ass. Right in the ass.
See now, that's what he sounds like. He sounds like that's him. You know what I mean?
Oh, so that's
You know, right?
so was that on the same channel? That last
Yeah,
one?
that was all on the same channel. Yeah,
Oh, so was that Nerve Gorilla that made that, or was that somebody else made? Was that
I guess it was.
or was it Pat and Perps that made that?
Yeah, that was it. That's where I went to Pat and Perps and that Nerf
Okay.
Gorilla shit. So Nerf
Well, I
Gorilla's the one doing it, probably.
I give them credit. They were funny. It made me laugh. So, he can't just call me stupid or actually use like actual facts or anything anymore. He's just out for views and entertainment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nerd Gorilla. He's just out for views now. He can't actually use like call me stupid or use my content like that anymore. He just he's resorted to making videos like that. I think they're funny.
Yeah.
So at least he's not saying that we're spreading misinformation.
Sure he is.
Not on any of those.
Well, not on that, but well, he made a video with me on it, mocking my guitar skills.
I know I saw
And,
that.
and I think the drumming, he was mocking Angels, even though he didn't ever say his name, because he had that guy in the background doing the. I can show you how to drum.
That's
Did you
right,
see?
I did see
Did you
that.
see?
I did.
Did you watch it?
I did see that. Yeah. He was playing. He dubbed in a different song, right?
Yeah.
It was kind of funny too, but I didn't know if you would take it that way.
It was pretty funny, but I still cut him down hard. I said, "Hey, that
Yeah.
was pretty funny," but then there's a first time for everything. And then later I said, like when you're a virgin, you're still waiting, right? Aren't you, Nerf Gorilla?
That's funny. Yeah, see, that's funny.
Because he's
I noticed,
still waiting. Yeah.
I just checked out Burger Boy's videos for the first time today. I never watched any of them until today,
But anyway, I did hide. I hid his comments from my channel. I just don't want. I don't want to hear it.
yeah, you don't need to promote his channel anyway. You know. So
No.
after he had the one live stream video where I watched him open the Brian Coffin video and then close it and say, "Oh, that's just something dumb."
Oh yeah, he was
I was
bashing. He was
convinced.
bashing Brian Coffin, right?
I was convinced that there's absolutely no way in hell he's trying to help any TIs. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah, well, that's what I told you. You were asking him. I don't know if you were serious at first, but you were asking him for help with some of your dilemmas. I'm like, dude, don't fucking ask that bitch nothing. He ain't gonna fucking help you.
I was just triggering him. That's all I was doing there. I wasn't actually asking him for help.
I'm just saying, if you want some help, ask me. I can help you.
No, it was a lot of it was shit that I figured he wouldn't be able to explain or give me a straight answer.
No, he's not going to. He's just going to mock you. He's going to say, you don't know what you're doing. Why are you bothering? That's what he's going to say. That's just the way he is. He's going to mock you.
Shit that I was putting on, some of it, I know, explain. You know, you can't explain.
Oh, I know that. I know you were mocking him basically, but it's just like he's too stupid to understand that. He thinks he's omnipotent and the only person that knows shit about computers, and that's what he thinks.
But I noticed on one of my videos, I had a comment from Burger Boy who actually talked shit on Nerve Gorilla.
Oh yeah.
He commented on one of my videos and said Nerve Gorilla is just out for malicious content that only makes him look good.
Well,
and
yeah.
Exactly. Nerve Gorilla got pissed, and he's like, "What the fuck? You literally exploit the TI community on all your videos, and you're siding with me, you know what I mean?" And he got really pissed about it. So I thought that was cool. And then I checked out Burger Boy's videos today.
And that's what he does.
Well, a lot of them, what I saw, he doesn't really make fun of them. He just plays their content over again, right?
Yeah, well.
But he makes fun of them in the titles.
Yeah, he makes fun of them. Just face it. I mean,
I don't know. I only watched a couple.
He hangs around with Marty, Music Biz Marty, and Marty's a fucking complete troll. So, I mean, they're in a group together. It only because so they're trolling. They're trolling targets. They're not here for genuine assistance.
But-
They're
But that's I felt left out. He didn't make any videos about me. Burger Boy didn't.
well, see, I don't know. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not outright saying he's perping, but I don't know.
Well, he had videos about a bunch of different TIs that I saw.
But I
And
know he hangs out with
scrolled,
Marty, who's
scrolled.
always fucking trolling targets.
Yeah, dude, if you look at Burger Boy's channel, it's just filled with TIs, TI videos, but
Yeah.
not a single one about me or anything. So I kind of felt left out.
Oh. I don't think I'm on there either. I've never looked at his channel.
Burger buns.
I've never looked at his channel. What's up, John Heyman?
Look here, I'm eating a burger right now.
You're eating a Burger Boy.
I'm eating a burger right now.
Burger Boy. I'm eating a Burger Boy.
It's for you, Burger Boy.
Well, here's where why I'm not cammed up. See this? I'm not naked. See, I got clothes on, but
No, I will not make out with you. I know you wrote me a song, Scott, but it's not. I'm not actually gay. That was just a video making fun of me.
well, I didn't assume you were. Okay.
That was a joke. Clearly, my avatar shows proof that I'm heterosexual here. One on each side.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's my son and my daughter.
Burger Boy does love his burgers.
Who's John Heyman?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, John Heyman. Hey, man. I thought you were saying John. Hey, man.
No, that's his name.
I get it.
That might not be his real name, but it probably is. But I don't know. But that is his street name.
I'm a little slow, but I catch on eventually.
But
howdy doody.
Howdy doody time. I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a Jeep today.
That was funny, Angels. What's his name from Popeye?
Who are you talking about? The hamburger dude?
Yeah, I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
That's funny. I can't remember it.
I can't either.
Yeah. That is really funny. Okay, here we can figure that out.
Oh, Wimpy.
Wimpy, there you go.
Thank you, Angels.
Wimpy, yeah. Wimpy.
I don't know who Eugene is, but
Eugene's the little Jeep dude. The little the helicopter ass dude. The one that disappears with the magic powers and shit.
Gotcha. Alice the Goon.
Yeah, that yeah.
Did you see my recent helicopter flyover at 3:55 a.m.?
No. But I see, like I said, I don't, like I was saying, I don't really post that shit. I don't sit here and video one headlights and all that shit and the helicopters and stuff. But the other night they were circling here, and he pointed his light directly at my window to my left here, and it was he only did it one time. But
see, I don't get helicopter flyovers very often. It's like hardly ever. I even looked it up on the Flight 24 app, and it doesn't. Sure enough, it doesn't show up.
Well, yeah, you can get that app. You can get that app and tell exactly when like an FBI Cessna's flying over, all that shit. You can know where every plane's gonna fly over, all that shit.
Well,
With
this was
that
obviously
app.
military because it doesn't show up.
Well, there is one that shows the FBI and all that shit. All the flyovers where their flight paths and shit.
Yeah. Well, there's the only ones that don't show up on the app though are classified military.
Yeah, they're not gonna show up. Yeah, they don't want you to know that they're looking at you, I guess.
Right. I've come across two different military helicopter flyovers now that I checked and they don't show up on the app. So that's obviously they just don't have to, or I don't know if it's fucking classified operations or what, but they were going really, really fucking slow with the light shining down directly over my head at 3:55 a.m. But then I caught it real quick, and then I just went on like a half-hour rant
Yeah.
about just everything, and there's a key detail in that video that I never mentioned to anybody before about my targeting. It might be a pretty important factor.
What's that? Well,
Well,
come on, breaking news.
if you watch the video, I
Breaking
show
news.
the neighbor house next door. I grew up in the house, and it was my stepdad, my mom's ex-boyfriend. He's pretty much my stepdad.
Okay.
Well, he's the Grand Poobah. He's the head of a certain Masonic
Grand Poobah. Yeah, yabba dabba doo.
He's the head of a certain Masonic lodge.
Uh-huh.
So he's whatever, pretty high up in the Masons, and they split up probably about 4 or 5 years ago. So right before my targeting started, and he spray painted.
One second. I caught that, Angels. I watched that video where it was showing the trail behind the helicopter or whatever it was flying over.
Yeah, I saw that too.
On the flare, spraying some shit.
That was
Go
pretty
ahead.
cool.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Johnny.
That's all right. I saw that too. That was pretty cool, Angels. But he spray painted this one spot on his porch, and the only person that can see it is from my mom's house, like right here where I'm at. When I was digging the hole out here, you could see it right beside, like in between the houses, and it's a big message he spray painted. Full for DC's no more. So I'm pretty sure it means full for dumb cunts no more. And that was towards my mom because, whenever she finally said, fucking fuck you, she had enough after 20 some years. And it makes sense, he's a 33rd degree Mason, he's the head of an entire Masonic lodge, and he'd be scorned, he'd be pissed. My mom said, fuck you, and then, it could be the reason for my targeting completely. Yeah, I don't know. Or it could be a combination of things. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
I talked to my buddy Chief Travis Schilling today, the chief of police here. I went down because I saw him at my court hearing last week, and I jumped him and asked him. I said, "Hey, can I get my gun back?" And he said, "Yeah." He was real fucking nice to me. He said, "Yeah, just come down, bring your ID." So I dropped my daughter off at work today, and then I stopped in and.
He made a point to tell you bring your ID, huh?
Well, for my gun, they had my gun.
Okay.
He had to get to get it back.
Right.
It has to go through the PIC system, the Pennsylvania state police check system or whatever. So I did that. Now I just have to wait a couple days, and they'll get their fucking answer back from state police. So I might get it back in a couple days. Worst case scenario, they might hold it for up to a year, because whenever you have certain charges, whether you get convicted or not, when you get certain charges, there's I guess they like to just hold on to stuff for like a year, depending on the nature of the charges. So, but either way, he was pretty nice, and I kind of threw a couple hints at him Like, hey, I wanna put this shit behind me, and you know,
How did he
I
react?
oh, he was real cool. Like it was like talking to a regular fucking person, you know. He has a kid the same age as my kid, and I'm all about my kids. I'm just trying to fucking you move on with my life, and you'll notice I haven't filed any fucking complaints. You know, against my better judgment, I've restrained from filing any complaints and making your job harder. You know, from Dillhole.
Yeah,
So I posted this shit online, but that doesn't make a difference for them. You know, I haven't filed any complaints, so they're not going to do anything unless I go through the proper channels. So hopefully, you know, positive shit will come out of it. He may have just fed me bullshit to my face like he's done in the past, and they may still just keep fucking with me. It's hard to say, but you know, you don't know unless you try.
right. Okay,
I don't
okay, John.
being aggressive is gonna do any good.
Okay, we got somebody backstage. This is Westmont. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm probably sure he's gonna start screaming the N-word or something, but you know, I can always kick him.
Really?
Yeah. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Fucking idiot.
Really?
Fucking idiot, douchebag. You wanna do it again? Here, do it again,
Hey
douchebag.
Scott. Hey Scott.
Yeah, what's up, douchebag?
Who is this? It is.
But there, you know, I knew he was gonna do that, and I knew he was a fucking perping idiot and whatever. But
That wasn't me, sure. Who
I,
was it?
you know, come on, really? It just, I don't get
That's
that.
nerve.
I don't get it.
Yeah. They think it's funny. They're like eighth graders. Scott.
Yeah, well, it wasn't you. Sure it was.
Can't figure out how to join. Yeah.
Just horse shit. Whatever. Okay.
Like it's like eighth graders.
But,
That's like the fart video. You know, that's what like eighth graders do. Hey, why don't you guys try to go talk to some women and
oh shit.
get some ass or something. Get your face out of your computer and get some ass.
I just, you know, I just think about this when I would just love to be like a fly on the wall when he actually did that to somebody in person. Right?
Yeah, it is. Angel, that is being a little too generous. I think it's more like, it's more like fifth graders, I guess. Well, hey, at least you're supplying entertainment for.
You know, yeah, that is being generous, saying eighth graders. Yeah. Oh well, yeah. I have no doubt he wouldn't say that in person. I think he probably likes his teeth too much.
They won't even show their face. They're fucking cowards. Mr. Dan French. They're fucking Archibald McLeach. Whatever the hell you want to go by.
But you know, that's my racist fan club, right?
Westmont says he's joining now. Yeah, okay. Nope. You go, girl.
You go, girl.
Virginia got that shit shut down. You gotta get past the troll under the bridge to get through.
But anyhow,
She farts glitter bombs.
glitter bombs. Yeah.
Bye, Felicia.
All right. Let's see this again. Ready?
Not surprised,
Westmont. I don't. I'm gonna say right off the bat, I don't condone that N-word bullshit. But see, it's like if you don't give these people a chance to be cool, You don't know they're a fool, right?
Hi,
So,
Scott.
yeah, he's still
Hey.
upset. Yeah,
This is Mud You Know,
I know.
aka
I know
Mike
who you,
Mike
I know who you
Oxford,
are. I know who you
aka
are.
Agent 45 more minutes.
Do you really think that's cool doing that though?
Yes, I do, Scott. I think it's
You think it's
hilarious.
funny?
Yeah,
Would you do that in person?
yeah.
You would? So
Straight to a nigger's face!
Oh, you'd get your teeth.
Nigger! Nigger! Nigger!
Dude. Are you serious? What's your real name?
What do you mean, dude? Why would I tell you that? Why would I tell you that?
Yeah, I know you're not, because you ain't got no
Sounds
balls.
like you're
to
trying
do
to
that.
make your voice deeper. I think you really.
No,
is
dude,
like
you're just a fag, bro.
an 8th grader.
Okay, whatever, bro.
You're gonna kick me out, Scott? Yo,
My
Scott,
wife- my
I
wife
destroyed
of-
you.
my
Scott,
wife
I
of
destroyed you in
30
Mech Arena.
years would argue that point, douchebag.
Dude, Scott, I destroyed you in Mech Arena. It was so easy, bro. You're trash.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah,
I
dude,
crushed
that
you
was
in
me,
game.
bro. Yeah, get on World of Tanks again, Scott, and I'll fuck you up in that game too, dude. It's
No, you
easy.
won't.
Yeah, I would.
No, you won't.
Yeah, I would. Dude, you're afraid. You're afraid.
You're nothing,
I
dude.
can do
You're afraid.
anything. You can do better.
Hey, what? Go back to the comic book community and tell them to suck ass.
Yeah, I'll go back to the comic book community and steal more of your art and make billions of dollars easily,
Yeah.
Scott.
Right.
Yo, what's that in chat? Yo, I'm on now. That's the real Westmont. You better bring him in, Scott.
God, you're fucking
You see him in chat? You see him, dude? Wants to join?
God, you're dumb. I don't believe how dumb you are.
Have you ever seen a real naked girl before?
Nope.
Oh, no,
Nope, dude.
sure
Women
hasn't.
give you cooties. You can't touch them.
They fart glitter bombs.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, bye, guys. I'm gonna keep watching the stream and laughing.
You
Yeah.
have to shave all the hair off your palms from all the masturbating that you do while you're sitting there
Yeah.
in your mom's basement.
Blythe isn't connected. But
Yeah.
see,
I mean, do you know who they are, or is it just
well,
like that's not nerve.
no,
It
it's not.
literally sounds like a middle school or high school, like a 15-year-old or something.
No, but I just don't I don't get the point of that.
Well, you remember when you were in 8th grade, right?
No,
You remember fucking.
that's not Nerve Gorilla.
No, it's not. But it's like today's version of knock. What is it? Well, I call it nigger knocking, but
Oh,
we used to call it.
did
What do
you
you
really say that? Come on,
I
John.
didn't know what else to call it. What did you call it? Wait, door knock and run. I mean, whatever the hell you called it. That was what we did in 8th grade. Yeah.
It's like something in Dash.
Yeah. I forget.
But no,
Sorry, I didn't mean.
no, that's all right, dude. I don't know.
I didn't use the R syllable.
Yeah, I just
I'm not. Let's just make it clear. I'm not racist.
no, I'm not even a little bit. You're not going to hear me use that word at all. Sorry.
I discriminate against everybody. But yeah, no, color has nothing to do with anything. I'm not homophobic. I'm not racist. I hate everybody.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't see that. I mean, and it's just like I have to say something else. His icon. His icon right here. Who is it? Who is it? Tell me who that is.
I'm trying to see the icon. I can't tell.
It's Hitler.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh,
yeah,
that one. Muddy, you know.
He uses a picture of Hitler. What kind of sick fuck would want to use that as your icon, right? I mean,
listen, my son's in 7th grade, and they think it's funny, like to draw swastikas on their hands and stuff. And then
oh well, that's a kid.
they get a
That's
hold
a
of each
difference.
other's phones.
That's a child that has no idea, about that shit.
Right.
But
Well, they get a hold of each
that
other's phones.
that's a grown
and
that's a
then
grown ass dude, right? That's a grown ass dude. He's in his
I don't
20s
think
or
so.
whatever. I don't know, but that's a
I don't
grown ass dude playing that shit.
I really don't think so.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. He could have fooled me.
No,
His balls drop. You can tell his balls drop.
Well, I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't know who it is, but I know it's someone that knows me, right?
Yeah.
And knows me from the comic book community, because he has to mention World of Tanks, and that it's all got a little link to deal with this fuckers from the comic book community that were fucking harassing me and fucking started stalking me and shit. And
You can
it's
probably
it's
narrow
all
it
part
down.
of it.
You can probably narrow it down to.
Well, yeah, I know, but I prefer just to say fuck them and try and move on. But they followed me. They followed me home, dude. They sent people. They've sent people to follow me around, dude. So fuck it. I mean,
Do it.
first of all, someone who, if you look at my early videos on this channel right here, John Dillard has followed me around in his big black truck.
John Dillard.
John Dillard followed me around in his big Ford Raptor truck. I think it was a Raptor. But he followed me with his headlights off. He followed me during the day and tried to hide his face like I wasn't supposed to know who he was. I looked right at him and I said, "Fuck you, motherfucker." And I know he saw me mouth the words.
Well, here's
But
here's the fact that all you need to remember is he won't come within arm's reach of you, and we all know that because he's a fucking coward.
he's been to my house before, but this was before they were fucking stalking me.
Right now they
Yeah.
won't because they're cowards. You and I both know they won't.
But
I mean,
he
I don't.
came in the chat one time and said, "Hey, I'm going fishing Saturday," right?
Okay.
And I didn't say fucking two words to him. I didn't say hello. I didn't say fuck you. I didn't say nothing. I just ignored the bastard. And that's what I pretty much do if he comes in here again.
Right.
But I might not. I might get angry and tell him to go fuck himself. But I don't know. Just depends.
Well,
you don't cross that bridge until you come to it.
Yeah, I hear you, but that's what they want. You know that. Like,
I'm not letting you back on again, Marty. I don't want to hear it.
no. What's SY? That's my address. West Lincoln Avenue, Anaheim, California. That's nice. Good for you, buddy. You just doxed yourself, retard. Well, that's your address. See, there's supposed to be a number in there, Brainiac. Are you
No.
the only house on West Lincoln Avenue?
Shit. But
they're glitching the mic. I can't hear you.
dude, Cy, do you live in Anaheim, motherfucker? Do you really live in Anaheim? Did somebody just post your fucking address?
Dude, that's my address. But who's Rosemary? You don't have to say. Just fucking. They need a timeout.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I understand that. Yeah. Well, I used to live in Anaheim. Well, not Anaheim. I lived in Buena Park, which is right next to Anaheim.
Okay.
But
well, that's what happens whenever local people catch wind of your, of what goes on. They join in like they have a, that local aspect to it, to the perpin. Like they're just doing it because they're idiots. You know what I mean?
you live in Anaheim. just forget
Like
it.
those videos that you know what? That can't be Nerd Girl making those videos about me, because whoever it was, the first one they made, it was from Patton. They literally took a video from Patton showing the cell phone towers, and that's what I'm pretty sure it's my nephew because it looks like it's from his house, the perspective where the towers are. And I think he just took a clip of one of Nerd Gorilla's videos where he says, "I'm gonna spank John." You know how he always say, "I gotta spank John Hoover again." He's like say that in his videos. So I think they just took some of his video and some of my video and then made the spanking video. I give him credit; they were pretty creative. Gives him a creative outlet.
Hi, Scott. Hi.
See what I did? See what I did?
What are you doing? I'm a douchebag?
How you like that, motherfucker? I edited his name.
June Irvine, driver's contractor.
You like
So
that,
that's-
Virginia?
I don't get it, but is that a like an
I
inside thing?
edited his name. I changed his name to I am a douchebag.
Oh, I missed it.
You missed it?
How didn't I see that? What's S? Who's SY? Is that's there's two of them, right? Or is it one person with a sock account?
Well, yeah,
I'm
that was
looking
pretty
sick.
funny, wasn't it?
Like I'm confused. Oh well.
Well, Cy comes in here every time. Muddy No comes in here, so
Okay, I've never seen Sai. They're all the same person. Okay.
Cy says he's targeted, but I'm not real convinced, considering he comes in here every time Muddy No comes in here to do this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, well. Hey, maybe they'll learn something.
Yes, that was classic, wasn't it, Virginia?
Just think that the actual perps that do this shit.
Yeah.
If they take these wannabe perps and then turn them into targets, I mean it doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, I just
Because what would they say? Who would they cry to?
I really don't know.
That's what I told Nerve Gorilla at first when I wasn't sure. I said, dude, you better be careful. You're gonna fucking turn yourself into a fucking target.
Yeah, dude.
Because he's forcing
Dude, my wife would
information to be
slap you in the
exposed.
mouth, but she would slap you in the mouth so fucking hard.
We're about to have a nice chat about getting you back on your meds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I need meds too. Give me some meds.
You say you need
And
some
none of
meds
that-
too?
Yeah, none of that fucking junk shit. I want the good shit, man. I already got a tolerance built up. So
But yeah, I
perp hunter thugs, huh? Am I watching this live here? I'm looking at my big ass TV.
he is in your mouth.
You should come.
In your mouth.
I think I got a fart. Perp Hunter Thug Z. See, they get tired of playing Dungeons and Dragons. Take them over here to you know.
Yeah. So what else is happening in your world, Johnny?
None. I got finished eating my burger.
You done with your burger?
Yep. I think I'm gonna have I got these fucking kick-ass bread and butter pickles. I'm gonna eat some pickles.
What? Say that again.
Pickles. I got some pickles.
Bread and butter and
Yeah,
pickles.
bread. You ever have bread and butter pickles?
No,
Oh, they're fucking delicious.
really.
Yeah.
Uh,
They're like sweet. They're not like dill pickles.
oh, it's the type of pickle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like them dill hole pickles.
I love dill pickles, man, especially the baby ones.
I do
The
too, but
baby dills, those are yummy.
yeah. Like this one looks like it's bent slightly to the right. They're good. They're good. Where's that chatter coming from?
What
You hear
chatter?
Like I hear like a chatter. Like yeah.
That's.
Like what is
Is it kind of like a buzzing?
it sounds like a squeaky pulley or something.
Here, let me
then
see. Let me see. Hold on a second.
And then I hear like a chattering thing.
Now is it gone?
It's John's fan on laptop. No, my laptop's not on.
Oh, that's the fan on my laptop. It chatters.
Oh, okay, so that's Scott's fan.
That every now and then. Yeah,
It's
that's.
B2K chatter. Actually, I thought it was B2K for a second.
No, actually, it probably is a little bit of B2K chatter, but it's actually my laptop chatters. But if you do go back and look at some of my videos where I'm just sitting here, you're gonna hear the douchebags on B2K in the background. Without the recordings I've done that I've shown.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I thought I heard. Like it's like
Well,
broken up
they do that. They
voices.
do that shit. They modulate the fucking noises that are happening. And I don't know if have you even heard B2K before? Do you know what it
Yeah,
sounds like?
I heard your recording.
No, I'm talking about you.
No.
Okay.
Nope. I can't say I have.
Well, you're fortunate. And let me ask you this: do they screw with your dreams?
Yeah, either they do or it's just my own fucked up head.
Okay, well, no, they're probably screwing with your dreams, but they're just not harassing you on B2K yet.
Because people
I have a real question. How long have you been aware that you're targeted?
Since late 2020.
And they haven't used V2K on you.
No.
God damn, you're lucky.
Yeah. I don't know.
No, I'm telling you, you're lucky, dude. You're fucking lucky.
Well, there's no set standard at like a time point, like when what is the standard? Because I know other people would start that and then at one point they get the one day they just fucking start hearing it. But
yeah, well, well, see, that's like I was talking about earlier. But go ahead, sorry.
The other day, I'd never experienced this before. My head, I felt like a really heavy, really strong pressure in my head, like a constant pressure ringing in my head.
Yeah, they're listening. They're listening to what you think, dude. They just aren't talking to you.
I get the ringing in my ears on a regular basis. Like it sounds like a TV turning on. Like that happens all the time. But This was different. This was like it literally messed with my hearing. I mean, it was like a
Well, yeah,
pressure in my head.
they're still doing this shit to you, just different parts of it.
I think it was the neighbors with the with one of their fucking directed energy shit or whatever. See, I think I'm protected down. I'm in the basement. I have cement walls all around me, so I don't know if that helps.
You what now? Repeat that.
Well, I have 2-foot stone foundation all around me.
That isn't going to stop it.
No,
No. Nope,
Stops
that's
the
not
fucking-
gonna. It's not gonna stop it.
stops a fucking cell phone signal. That's for sure. So I figured if it stops the cell phone signal,
Yeah, well, no, it's not. If they were trying to bombard you with B2K, it's not gonna stop it.
I'm just so all over the place. They don't have my fucking brain signature mapped out yet.
Now, when I say you're lucky, I'm not saying you're lucky being the target. I'm just saying you're lucky you're not getting that part of it.
Believe me, I've often thought about that. I've been kind of waiting for the day that fucking.
Have they been keeping you awake?
I thought it was just me. Like I
No,
wake up, yeah.
not
I
just
can't
you,
get more
dude.
than an hour. Can't get more than like an hour of sleep.
Yeah, that's not just you. That's the force sleep. That's the force awake. They can force you to sleep. They can force you to stay awake.
Mhm.
They can force parts of your body to twitch.
Yeah. I've
They
had
force
that
you to
happen.
they force you to see images that you don't want to see.
Like in my head, or
Yeah, they're connected to your visual cortex
I
with the
was
brain
getting
computer interface.
I was getting some really negative visualizations,
Yeah, that's
which
that's their shit.
which isn't typical for me at all. It was
Yeah,
of
that's
somebody who
their
I
shit.
don't like,
You
and I was getting like
you think it's you, but it's not. It's not you.
it was like a visualization of me taking somebody's head and
No,
like
that's not
grinding
you.
it into something, and where like it was literally shredding their head apart, and that's not
Yeah,
like
that's their forced images.
Yeah, I kind of got that, and that was actually one of the first times. This was just the other day, whenever I had that pressure in my head, and that was one of the first times I actually had those like type
No,
visualizations.
tinfoil headwear will not help. You got the. I'm not trying to
It
put them
helps some.
down. They're trying anything but putting helmets on your head and
helps
wearing armor and all that shit. All that does is make you a more effective antenna.
Yeah, literally
And
helps
it
them.
doesn't block none of that shit. It just you're just giving them something to aim at.
Mm-hmm. You're just amplifying the signal that's already there that they're already picking up. But
Yeah, you're not helping
They
yourself
do.
doing that.
they do make a certain fabric that's made with silver. It's
Some say the copper mesh helps, but I don't know. I've never tried it.
I mean, they can show you with a device, you know, how much it reduces the.
It reduces it, but I'm sure it doesn't completely eliminate it. But it does. It might reduce the effects of it.
Virginia said, "My heart just stopped. I sneezed." You didn't queef while you sneezed, did you? I mean, double fart. First person to say, "Come on."
Why do I have to be a
Hi,
douchebag?
Scott.
Who are you?
Hi,
Who is
Scott.
that?
What?
This right here.
Oh, no.
Read it. Read it out loud.
Scott,
I don't get it.
You don't get what? Why he wants to come in here and talk?
Virginia. What Virginia said. When you said John, no. Oh, Virginia only queefs for me. Okay, I get it.
G-string or thong hats were great. They don't like it when you're getting pussy. But the honeypot or boning. Oh,
You know what? I have a strong intuition that a lot of my perps, old ladies,
oh. Wait, what?
a lot of my perps, the male perps that perp me, their girlfriends. I have a strong feeling that some of them they kind of like have a thing for me, and it pisses the perps off even more.
Maybe. Or it's all just part of the game.
Well, I met one time at the bar about a year ago. I
Yeah.
met I don't know the dude, but I knew his old lady from the past, and I started talking to her about this, and she confirmed it. Like because I referred to it as like a community stalking, like for a good purpose, and she's like confirmed it. She's like, no, there's nothing good about it. She's like, no, it's not that at all. It's bad. And
Yeah, but that's part of
she did,
probably part of the game, dude.
but she did confirm it for me, and she was like, you could tell she was a sympathizer for me, and it just pissed him off
Well,
even more.
see, that's just it. It's a fucking act. You get me? He, she is
Like
pretending to like you, so he can pretend to be pissed off, so he can be an asshole to you and start a confrontation with you.
I don't know.
You
I
feel me?
never even came close to talking to the guy, and she told me this without him even in sight. I don't know. Like she
Well,
didn't
yeah,
say anything. She just
yeah,
used.
but he knows, right?
He didn't know what we were saying. No, not at all.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I didn't even know who her old man was until I was talking to her. I brought the shit up, and then she was like, and she's just like, she shook her head. She didn't like say anything verbally, but she confirmed
It's a game,
just with her
bro.
body
I'm
language that
telling you, brother. It's a game, dude.
I know what you're saying,
It's part of the fucking game.
but that was the end of it, though. You know what I mean?
Well, probably because you didn't buy into him fucking with you, right?
He didn't even try. He didn't. Not at
Oh,
all.
he didn't. Oh well.
He was with his fireman buddies. It's in Patton here. It's just a bunch of fucking the fireman's super secret boy band. Like it's all the firemen and the EMTs, and then all
Yeah.
their buddies that fucking drive around with cowboy boots and fucking big trucks. Yeah, kind of like this fucking retard here. Buddy, you know.
Yeah.
You say he has a raptor or something?
Yeah. Well, that's I don't really think that's him, but that's not that's not John Dillard's voice. But anyway,
They're so immature that they can't
but
even help but like.
I will pretty
almost-
much guarantee you that they know each other.
He said he's John Dillard's friend. But they can't even do this with a straight face without like sounding like Kermit the Frog while they try to talk
Yeah.
when they get on the screen. It's pathetic. Face God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like literally the mentality of like a fifth grader.
You're still giving them too much credit.
Mm-hmm. He's friends with Mike, Scott's neighbor. Boy, this kid isn't really very smart, is he?
Well, see that's the funny part of it. I mean, when he says that about the perps right here, but because I've talked about it before, but
Yeah, I get it. That's what I was just thinking about.
just to get a rise out of me or try to.
Yeah, to get you to get triggered and then take something out on your neighbor or whatever. Yeah, I get it.
But that doesn't diminish the fact that they are still perps here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Perping ain't easy.
Herping ain't easy for those guys, is it? Well, actually, it is pretty easy for them because they don't have to show themselves, So
But just think how many of them it takes. How many of them coordinated together, trying to
yeah,
think up shit to do ahead of time, and then
right.
still with no results. Like they look like idiots.
Well, it's like I was talking about earlier with the conceived anxiety, the
Mm-hmm.
the how they try to instill aggression, fear, anger, and catch you at a bad time when you're already being aggravated by the shit that these fuckers are doing, and then they play the stupid shit like this.
They'd shit though if the fucking if the FBI busted down their door because because they're online saying they're a gang of stalkers. Like,
I really, to be honest, to be perfectly honest, this goes into Havana syndrome, right? How like something Angels was saying earlier that we sit here and we talk about this shit and report to the FBI about this shit for years, but they hear a little bit whiny noise and get vertigo, and all of a sudden they've been tortured. They're being tortured, but they don't listen to any of us who've been dealing with this shit for fucking years. That
well, here's the thing though.
that record it and fucking record these fuckers doing it. But it's a mystery to them, so it doesn't give me any solace in the fact that the FBI is investigating Havana syndrome, but doesn't listen to a fucking thing that I or you tell them.
But here's the thing: whenever the scales do tip the other way, do they think that the FBI is gonna take the fall for this? No. Who do you think is gonna be the scapegoat? These fucking idiot low level perps.
Now repeat that again. What?
Whenever the scales do tip the other way, in the FBI or the the institutions that are their hand is forced to do something, they're not gonna take the fall and admit that they were involved. They're going to use scapegoats.
Well, see that's just what I'm talking about here. The only reason that they felt a compunction to even give the impression that they were going to investigate Havana syndrome is because it happened to public officials, diplomats, CIA agents. That's the only reason. It isn't because it's been happening to you and to me and to other targeted individuals for, at least, a decade or two. It doesn't care. Right. They don't give a flying fuck about that.
No, they just don't want. They want to instill fear in the people doing it to them, so that they don't do it to them.
The thing about it is, they had to make the appearance that they're going to investigate it for for those people.
Yeah, yep, to shut them up, to make them happy.
Yeah, but still, we don't matter. It doesn't matter that that these fuckers are torturing citizens on their own fucking soil with this shit, and
as long as the pay is good enough,
by the thousands or however many, whatever.
As long as the pay is good enough, it don't matter to them. They get paid to look the other way.
Yeah, I and I have another problem with that. The ideology that they don't know what this stuff is, that it's a mystery to them, right? That's plausible deniability. That they know exactly what the fuck's going on. They know exactly what this shit is. I mean, They had
the
they
FBI.
had hands in creating this fucking shit. The NSA, the CIA, all these fuckers for years. Yet, they're not going to say, "Oh yeah, well we've been using this shit against you for decades," but but now
Well,
somebody's
no,
using
for
it.
the most
Now
part,
somebody's using it against officials. So we got to act like we're doing something about
though, it's a it's a need to know. So most of them don't know, but they know. They know it goes on, but they don't necessarily have access to information to actually prove it or anything. It's the higher ups, like it's a need to know.
And just like this individual says right here, why do you think the DOD and FBI is sending you us after you? Well, I don't think they are. I think you're just a bunch of scumbags that are
Yeah.
like in a group with Kiwi Farms that got a hold of some fucking technology that you're being pussies with, for lack of a better word, and you're a bunch of assholes. I don't think
that
you
the
don't have
trolls
nothing to
have
do with
technology.
cops. You don't have nothing to do with FBI. You don't have shit to do with CIA. You're just a bunch of punk ass bitch assholes on the internet trolling people and
None of it
making
is
their lives
government.
miserable. That's what.
None of it is government sanctioned on paper. Just let's get that straight right off the bat. None of it is on paper government sanctioned. This is people that work within the government, but it's not all of the government. It's people that work within the government have an inside knowledge of it, and they have certain resources. But it's what they're doing on the side, and it's not.
Well,
It's not officially sanctioned.
have you seen the video I did where I just Google searched gang stalking jobs?
No, I didn't. But,
Here. I'll do this just for you. This is very
okay.
simple. You can do this the next time one of these punk ass idiots tells you that gang stalking isn't real. You can just Google gang stalking jobs, right?
Yeah.
Just Google gang stalking jobs and do this for your area, okay? So that way you know who's hiring these fucking idiots in your area, right?
Right.
So I'm going to share this screen. I'm going to share this
I know.
screen, and you can look at this. See?
I know
And,
who.
you can actually do this before you live and find out who's hiring these sick fucking idiots in your area, right? You see that?
Okay.
Do you
Well,
see
I know
that?
that there's a private investigator in my town that started his
Look,
private
gang
investigation
stalking jobs
firm.
in my area, Bellflower. It'll show them. That's jobs and gang stalking helpline. Those are it tells stuff about who's doing it, whatever.
Yeah,
Stalking
but
jobs, employment,
look at the
Indeed.com, right?
actual URLs. Though. What do they
Urgent,
say?
urgent needed, and they called them associates or whatever, but
MapQuest.
but
Just looking at the URLs here, like Indeed.com,
yeah, Indeed.com, Bitsy,
customer support specialist.
and there's 10 pages of this shit just in this one search. So if you
Yeah,
say
but what
it
do
isn't
they?
real, if it isn't real, then why are they hiring fuckers to stalk people,
But
right?
I could
Why
type in. I
why
could
do they
type
hire
in
people?
butt. I could type in butt fucker jobs, and you're gonna get a list of results. Though I mean, it don't matter what you type. I'm just wondering what
Well,
the actual results are. Like,
yeah, but
I'm gonna actually look it up. I'm curious because there's a dude used to be a state constable. I sent him on a wild goose chase years ago. He wouldn't leave me alone. I owed a fine. He wouldn't leave me alone, and I was at work. And he called me. He's like, "Where you at?" I said, "I'm not going to tell you that. That's counterproductive." I said, "I'll pay it. I'll pay the fine Friday, and you
look
can get
look
your
at what this
fucking."
idiot says. Crazy radicals like you are a big threat to national security. No, crazy idiots like you using remote neural monitoring and harassing people are the ones that are a threat to national security
Yeah,
because you're
trying to incite a
able to
riot.
harass and invade anyone's privacy with that technology and
And
and you do this shit right here that you're doing, trying to
and
pass the buck onto the people you're fucking targeting.
that talk right there, that talk is soon to be going to be the kind of talk that gets red flagged, that gets you know, they're going to consider it inciting a riot, you know, shit like
Sure
that.
you do.
They're going to come after the people that are
Sure you
speaking it.
do. Sure you do.
Yeah.
You
Well,
got,
type
look,
the truth.
Scott,
Type
let
the truth.
me on. I want to tell you the truth. Yeah,
Type
sure
the
you
truth.
do.
I got a bullshit. I'm bullshit meter. I'm actually allergic to bullshit, and I get this itch in my nose here.
Who are you to tell me who to let speak on my channel? Who the fuck do you think you are? Really?
They only have no anything skill, 100% talent. Yeah, I called the FBI myself because
So
I found out that I was on apparently a federal watch list, according to TruthFinder.com. It was, you know, it said that my name appears on a federal watch list. So I called and I asked them, and here I didn't realize that I wasn't supposed to know, right? So the woman on the phone, I said, yeah, is my I need to find out if I'm on a federal watch list. And she said, who said, you know, I gave her my name and stuff. And she said, well, who said you're on a federal watch list? I said, truthfinder.com. And she put me on hold, right? And she went and checked with like her supervisor or somebody. She got back on the phone and she said,
right.
I was told that you have to file a Freedom of Information Act request. I can't tell you. That was her answer. Now, don't you think if I wasn't on a federal watch list, they could tell me? I mean, to me, that was kind of like confirmation.
Right.
But I also learned that I wasn't supposed to know that I was on this federal watch list because I was tired of the fucking planes flying over my head everywhere I went, directly over my fucking head. And one day I was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm calling.
Right. Right.
And I called, and yeah, they were no help at all. I called the DA's office, I called the state police. They just played this game where they had me call each other back. Oh, you got to call them back. And then they said, oh, you got to call them back. It was a game, you know.
Yeah.
I filed reports with the Attorney General's office and got no response
Yeah.
ever.
You get a negative response. You'll get a negative response from DHS. You'll get a negative response from the CIA. You'll get a negative response from the DOJ. You'll get a negative response from the Pentagon. I know this because I've called almost all of them, except for the Pentagon. I just stopped. I stopped trying to file reports because I get the same same attitude. So what's the point?
Plus, I filed a report with you, an IC3 report.
The ICS3 report.
Not my, yeah,
The
I
FBI.
learned whatever that was. It was basically the internet fucking reporting, right? The internet fuckery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I filed one
Well,
of them too.
there's a
I
thing.
have all this shit backed up. I have the
There's a
receipts from
thing
the
with that.
emails.
There is a thing with that, John. You're willing to go on that site and file a report, which if you're filing a fictitious or fraudulent report can get you put in prison.
Yeah,
So
I know.
they gotta know when a motherfucker goes on there and spends the time to write out a goddamn page of fucking information that
it
they're
takes
not
like
bullshitting. Okay,
it takes
they
like
gotta
3
know
fucking
that
hours.
because you know you can go to prison for that. So
Right.
they gotta know that a motherfucker isn't just trying to troll the FBI with that shit. They
Well,
gotta
unless
know
they're
that.
able to catch my fucking my I can't submit it. I submit it and they catch it in traffic and it never gets to where it's going. You know what I mean? Because I didn't get like receipt that they received it or anything. Now I have the on my end, I have a printout of the report, everything else. Like I printed the fucker out and everything. But I never got a response from them or anything. Like no follow up or anything from the Attorney General, from the IC3 report I filed. Nothing, you know. So I had a feeling that they were just jacking my, jacking my shit in transit before it ever made it to, its final destination. Like the man
Right.
in the middle or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
forget what it is. There's another name for that. I think they call it. Right.
What was that again?
That kind of-
Sorry.
Evil twin.
A
attack
doppelganger.
or doppelganger. Okay, yeah. Because there's clearly Stingray devices around here. Because like I've proved it with the network fuckery, and I just show the network because my neighbors' networks, Wi-Fi networks,
Yeah.
they come in when I go either direction away from my house. The same networks show up and get stronger no matter which direction I go from my house. When I'm at my house, only my network shows up. Why wouldn't I get, all the neighbors' networks show up?
Well, you might not have auto detect networks on your phone.
I turn it off and back on, and I've sat here and spent hours and hours and hours, like doing experiments and trying this, trying that to see what's what, just to try to determine, what the hell is really going on with Wi-Fi.
Right.
So they have throughout the whole town, they have the ability to basically, no matter where I go, they have a device, either whether a mobile device in a vehicle, or when I'm at home, they have one close by that's able to act as a stingray, and it catches the traffic in between. So what I see on my device is not what a normal person would see on their device. If looking at the same Wi-Fi shit, I just never got the tools to actually do a deep diagnostic dive on the Wi-Fi signals around. I have this fucking junky ass phone that I check on, and I'm not real computer savvy, so I never really got that. I determined enough to know myself. I think I figured out the fuckery, so that's all I need to do.
Right.
I think I know what's going on. Other than that, nobody cares. What the fuck's the point of wasting time? Getting to the bottom of it.
But like we were talking about, when you go on the ICS3 report website, right?
Yeah.
they warn a motherfucker. You don't want to come in here and bullshit. This isn't this isn't a game. This isn't a game. You're not going to come in here and say a bunch of shit that isn't true.
Yeah, I think you have to agree to it and everything. You have to.
Yeah.
Box says you swear. It's like an affidavit, sworn affidavit. But that was one of the first things I did, like 2020. That was a couple years ago. I did that.
And you're never going to hear anything back, so don't expect to.
No, that was at the apartment that I lived in that they fucking evicted me from illegally last summer, and they stole all my stuff. And the charges got dismissed, but nobody cares about me or everything I lost, even though it was, oops, our bad. I'm pretty sure the neighbor has my brand new $300 and some 8,000 BTU Wi-Fi air conditioner in her window.
Why, they steal it off your porch?
No, whenever they fucking arrested me in my own apartment and trespassed me, then they all fucking went hog wild on all my shit and took it all.
Oh, they broke in and stole all your shit, right?
Well, they left the door unlocked conveniently. And then my son went there because he was worried his shit was going to disappear.
Well, I kind of mentioned the same kind of thing. I don't know if you're familiar with Kevin Christian.
I've heard the name.
Well, he's away from home right now, right? And I'm like,
Okay.
I'm like, he's talking on his channel about how he's like 700 miles away from where his home's at, and the same people are still harassing him. But I'm like, the first thing I thought was you're gonna go when you go home. I hope your fucking shit isn't broken into and all gone or some shit,
Right. Unless he's setting a trap.
What's up, Angels?
Fuck you, nigger.
Oh, dude. Fuck you, bitch.
What did he do? He spoofed Angels.
He spoofed Angels. Fucking piece of shit. Okay. Hey, Virginia. ban the fuck out of him. Keep banning him if he's
No.
gonna pull that shit.
Legally evicted? No, I didn't owe any rent. Matter of fact, I didn't owe a single dollar. Actually, they owed me money. They owed me. I had $350 to the good plus my security deposit. So no, as a matter of fact, they owed me money.
Sorry about that, Angels.
Did not pay rent.
I'll spend my money on anti-gang, gang stalking measures. But I don't have any money.
Well, it's not really cool, but yeah, Angels, it's not cool, but
See, you guys just assume shit. You know, when you assume shit and you just say shit like that, you look like a retard yourself. And then you open up an opportunity for me to then tell the truth and let everybody know what really.
you know, look who's talking. You say take a good look at the environment you are creating for your kids. You know, to be honest, just because you say that, I hope that the people that you are helping stalk people one day target your ass. Just for saying that shit. And you talk about the environment we're creating for our kids from the mouth of somebody that's a perp stalker jackass. You're a real fucking piece of work. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a damn good idea. That's a damn good idea. There you go, Angels. Pimp that motherfucker's ass if you want. I'm surprised I hadn't done that. Have I given you a wrench yet, John? I don't think I have. Type something in the chat, John, so I can give you a wrench. Shit. Hell no, I ain't giving you a fucking wrench. Upside your head, maybe. Type something in the chat, John. Never mind. I'll scroll up and do it myself. I'll find you up here. Actually, I can't. You haven't been talking. Uh-oh. John drops out. Oh well, he'll be back maybe.
Hear me now.
Yeah, I hear you now. Hey, type something in the chat, John, so I can give you a moderator wrench if you want one.
Yay. Yeah. I'm new to this computer stuff. Oh, okay. I'm reading the Westmont.
Don't even bother reading what that
Yeah.
fucking belligerent, know nothing, simple monkey motherfucker's talking about.
Yeah. Thank you. Hey, I do want to point this out though, to Westmont or whatever. How pathetic is your life that you guys look elsewhere to our lives for your entertainment because your lives are that pathetic?
Yeah, just type a one or something in the chat, John, so I can
Thought I did.
wrench you.
I thought I did.
I don't see anything.
In the private chat or wait?
No, in the regular chat.
Well, I don't know.
Just in chat. Just make a comment in chat.
Oh, it doesn't let me.
Well, yeah, you're in StreamYard under comments.
Yeah, I'm under comments. It shows me the comments, but it doesn't have a spot for me to type anything in the chat.
Yeah,
The chat.
Same place you post place you post private. It's just grayed out. Just click on it.
Chat. Nope, I'm not seeing anything. Seriously, it's like the bottom of my screen is Westmont. Give me a wrench and the gang stalkers will go away.
Yeah, come to my door and I'll give you a wrench.
Yeah. In the private chat, there's a chat box in the bottom.
Well, that's not going to help because I can't give you a wrench in StreamYard.
Okay.
Just
click
comments.
I did.
Click, yeah. Now go down there and post in the comments.
In the very, I'm telling you,
Like
I see
this.
the comments, and on the bottom of the screen, it shows me Westmont add me to the private chat. Yes, Scott, I can't
Not
do
in
it.
not in private chat. You don't want to do it in private chat.
I know. I'm in the comments section. Like they're side by side. The private chat's on the left. The comments are on the right. It doesn't give me an option here. Let me try this here. Yeah, I don't know. It's Safari, so it's fucking gay here.
Oh, okay. Jump out of StreamYard and for a second and just type a comment and then I'll let you back in.
Let me just go to YouTube. YouTube.
Yeah, just go to YouTube. Yeah, go to YouTube and type in the chat. There you go. Now you got a wrench. Now you can wrench them upside the head like they want.
Make a wrench. Okay. See, I don't know. I don't even know how to do that.
What's up, Elliot? How are you doing?
What's up, the late Elliot? So I'm new to the moderating thing. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Don't worry about it. You'll figure it out.
Can you do it when you're in the studio, or do you have to do it from the?
No, you got to do it on YouTube.
Okay.
You can't do shit on StreamYard. StreamYard doesn't let you do shit.
I get it. I downloaded a streaming app.
You can put a user in timeout and block them on StreamYard, but you can't really do anything else.
Gotcha. Well, I downloaded Streamlabs for my for streaming.
You downloaded what?
Streamlabs.
Yeah, that's StreamYard.
It's not StreamYard. It's Streamlabs. It's
oh, is it? No,
that's the one
the same thing.
When I was at my buddy's house and did the that live, that was like, you guys noticed the weird
chat when you were in the garage band area.
Yeah, I didn't play around with it yet, and figure it all out yet. But there's a whole bunch of customization settings and shit on there. But it worked on cellular data. Have you tried any other platforms to stream with?
Have I tried any what?
Any other platforms?
I used
I guess if you're doing
before I used StreamYard, I think I used OBS for like a minute.
yeah, my son kept trying to talk me into using OBS.
But they only had a free trial or whatever, so I didn't fuck with them anymore. It was something that had a free trial. I'm not even sure. I don't think it was OBS. It was something else. Oh, Splitcaster. That was it. I used Splitcaster,
Okay.
and I didn't like it. It was just a pain in the butt.
There's a platforms. I tried one on my MacBook. The first one I tried, that very unsuccessful stream with the shitty audio.
Yeah.
That was some weird streaming app that only let you do 5-minute intervals.
Yeah, that's dumb, right?
Yeah, unless you pay for the.
Unless you pay for a full version, right? Or
Yeah.
premium or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, I think that was the problem I was having with Splitcaster, is that I was able to stream, but it had limitations unless you had a paid version.
Right. Well, they got to get something. So, obviously, it's an exchange. You get your data.
But I don't do more than the 20 hours a month, so I mean I could see paying for it if I was going to be on here all day every day, but I'm not going to. So 20 hours a month is plenty for free.
I'll just squat in you guys' streams.
Yeah, but you don't have to. You got StreamYard loaded up. You can you don't have to use it. You just have it at least.
Well, I tried to. Is there an app, a StreamYard app for iOS?
Probably, but I don't know. I don't have iOS. I don't fuck with Apple.
I looked for one and didn't find one, but that doesn't mean there isn't. But I couldn't figure out really how to. I just fuck with this StreamYard. Try to make an account that way. But all these gamers that stream their gaming, I've seen a lot of them that use Streamlabs.
Oh, they use like Twitch. They use DLive, and a couple other things.
Streamlabs is a big one for that, I guess.
Oh, is it?
I guess, I don't know.
I mean, I play video games, but I'm not gonna be a Twitcher or none of that shit.
Yeah, me neither. I just like to be able to switch to share my screen, like the stream and picture in picture, like, you know what I mean? I guess I could probably only do that from the laptop. There are apps for iOS you can stream your video feed with your screen done. I'll be there. I'll be there. You get it, Angel. That's sad. You're always watching. Don't you have like any hobbies or do anything else?
No, he doesn't have a girlfriend.
It's pretty pathetic.
He'd rather watch me take a shower. He'd rather watch me take a shower than actually go out of his house and try and get some pussy.
Yeah. That's got to be pretty mean, pretty attractive to these guys. And from a girl's point of view, yeah, they go on and pick on like total strangers they don't know, and they think I mean, if I was a chick, man, I'd be all over them.
If you were what?
If I was a chick, I'd be all over these guys. I mean, that's super attractive.
No, I know you're telling the truth. I don't hear any sarcasm in that.
Oh, do you know me, Patton? How old am I?
You know, saying you know everything means you know absolutely jack shit.
My 13-year-old knows everything too. So, how old am I, Westmont?
Yeah, I see that. How about this one? You like this name?
Pull up to Anacostia, Patton. What does that mean? That was Anacostia. Anacostia. He doesn't know. Yeah, see, I don't know. I'm not cool like you guys. I don't know.
How about this one? You like that name?
What name's that?
My name?
I can't see.
You can't see it.
It just says
You
some
can't
reason,
see
the bottom of the screen just says Virginia says Scott give Angels a wrench.
Oh, I'm trying to find it to move it, but I can't. Sorry, it won't. Let me try and get rid of it.
Pull up to Anacostia, Patton. What the hell is
There.
it?
Now can you see it?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. You know, small penis, yeah. You know, this is how he compensates for his
Right.
Peter. Lazy to look it up.
Yeah, but I'm gonna change that. Okay, I'm not gonna leave that.
I had sex with a girl.
Yeah.
Like a virgin. Ooh. Burping for the very first time.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, you be proud, buddy. That's the way to be. Celibacy's the only way.
but do you have any more enlightening information to share with everyone?
I'm not sure what's the price of rice in China right now.
What's the what in China?
In China,
The price of what?
rice.
I think it's your left testicle and your right kidney.
That's pretty expensive. I got pretty big left testicle. It's like twice the size of the right one.
Huh.
It's so big they call me one nut.
Maybe.
His name is Mud. You know what that saying means, right? My name is Mud. That's some LGBTQ fucking
Wow.
Yeah.
I need something to drink. I'm gonna get a Mountain Rush, Shasta Mountain Rush. Huh?
They need to come
What?
up with something better, like maybe.
What'd you say? What? What's the matter?
What the spill work?
Was that for me? Was that for me or what? Huh?
What's that?
I'm just talking to my wife.
Oh, okay. You got a girlfriend? I got a girlfriend. She has
Yeah.
a pretty mouth. What's that? What's that from Virginia? I got a girlfriend. See if she knows this one. Name that movie, Virginia. One of Shasta.
I don't really have anything else to talk about. Do you?
I was relying on these perps to entertain us here,
Oh
but they're not really that funny.
no.
No. I got a girlfriend. It's Ben Affleck plays in it. And it's a really, really long movie. God, I need a shower. Drugs are bad, okay? Besides Virginia.
I just
Yeah,
I don't
no.
think that
No.
maybe
You ruined it, Muddy.
I don't think that you're serious about them being entertaining.
You have to be this tall to ride this ride. Come back next year. Have your mom bring you back next year. Maybe you can ride the ride next year. You're a little bit.
You're a little bigger.
You got a few more pubes. No, not Robin Williams.
What's that? Saying
Ben
he has a
Affleck.
girlfriend?
And it takes place like 80 years ago.
What?
It's a line from a movie. Your guy says, "I got a girlfriend."
I have no idea.
I can't give you any more clues. I'll give it away. It takes
Well,
place about 80 years ago.
80 years ago.
It's got Ben Affleck in it.
1941.
Really long movie.
Well, would that be that movie where he's like in the war or some shit? I can't think of the name of it. It wasn't a very good movie.
It was a day that will live in infamy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's horrible.
Takes place in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Lots of people die.
Yeah. I know the movie you're talking about, but it was a horrible movie.
There's the one part.
That's probably why I can't remember the name of it, because it was such a shitty movie.
Dude shows Ben Affleck's old lady, and they're talking about him.
It had Jennifer Connelly in it, right?
He never came back from the war, from when he got shipped over to fight with the Brits.
Yeah, it had Jennifer Connelly in it, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think that's probably the only thing I remember about it, back when she was really hot.
But the one dude that's an airplane mechanic.
Yeah. Okay.
He just comes
Just-
out of nowhere while they're in the middle of a conversation, and he says,
Just
"I
name the movie. God damn it.
Well, then why are you still here, Muddy?
Just name the movie, okay, John? Just
Pearl
name
Harbor.
it. Pearl Harbor. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was a horrible movie. That's why I couldn't remember it, because that's a memorable name.
I thought you were just fucking with me.
No.
It'll Live in Infamy takes place in Hawaii.
No, I just couldn't remember the name because it's such a horrible fucking movie.
Pretty hey, history. 67 years old. Oh, you're like a pedophile, huh, buddy?
He's 6.7 years old.
Once I was 7 years old, Mama told me to make some friends.
I feel your pain there, the late Elliot. But that's not because the movie has triggers in it. It's because the gang stalkers
Buddy,
fucking they signal those phrases and shit.
Buddy, I thought you knew everything.
Patton, hold are you?
Old enough to spell better than you.
Hold are you? Old are you?
I know you're a rodent. A rodent. All this rodent would pound your sorry little ass into the ground.
Oh,
No, that's one thing I don't do. I don't lie. Except for when it's with your mom.
I really do my best not to have to try to.
Oh yeah. Let me just give you my address, buddy. Let me do that real quick.
I got no problem with that.
I just want to make him work for it. All he has to do is watch some of my older videos and get my address. I literally dox myself and call anybody out that can come to my house.
That's what I'm talking about. Probably wouldn't be the best course of action either.
How about a tall glass of shut the hell up?
A tall glass of shut the fuck up.
I really feel bad for these people. I mean, like, who wants to be somewhere that you're not wanted?
I don't know, really. I don't see a point in that.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I mean,
Sure you will.
like,
It'd be the last place you pulled up to.
it reminds me of this kid that I felt bad for him. Everybody told him that he wasn't allowed to come. We were young. We were going to burn one at a party, and I was the guy at the end that had to stop and tell him, "Sorry, Joey, you can't come." And he wanted to come so bad. He's like, "Oh, I'm coming anyway." I was like, "Joey, no, you're not." I said, "I'm going to count to 3. Just turn around and go back to the party." Yeah, and he wouldn't. And he made me fucking count to 3 I felt like an idiot. I counted to 3 and he still didn't fucking
Right.
leave. I had to knock him out. He went flying down the fucking hill, and then I had to go pick him up, apologize to him. Reforming programs that I teach. It's called reloading. If you haven't learned by now, too late. Oh, I know all about it, buddy. I got the marksmanship award in basic training. Best shot in the company out of 200 people, so I don't have to reload. I don't miss.
Hey, John, he's telling you to let him join StreamYard.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
He doesn't understand how StreamYard works, does he?
you gotta
I'm
remember
I'm the only one with that ability, numbnuts.
these guys know everything. Didn't you know that stuff? Who's? I want to see. You got me so curious now. I did post my address. It's not in the stream. You gotta look at my videos. Oh, I'm not scared. Hey, Scott, let him in. Don't really let him
Are you serious?
in. Tell him you're gonna let him in, and then say, "Nah, just kidding."
Oh,
Hey,
actually, I'll let him on just for 1 second. Here you go. What are you gonna show us?
Wait, look at my screen. Look at my screen.
What are you gonna show us?
I'm gonna show you. See my
Don't
screen?
don't be a dick pic.
My
Okay,
screen?
come on.
See my screen?
What the hell you got here?
Can you see it?
Oh, you're so fucking queer.
is that
Fuck
supposed
out
to be or something?
Yeah, dude. Really,
Wow.
really, dude.
I mean, thank you. That was the highlight of my night.
Wow, that's just like really. Do you? I have to say, do you actually go on people's streams and post that shit?
I don't think they know how this works.
Wow.
You're not about to go through my schizo vids. Okay. So then how would you know there's
Okay, Westmont. I hear your mommy calling you from upstairs. Okay,
videos have,
she has your fucking juicy juice. Tell her you want it now.
hey, Westmont, my videos have like lots of side boob in them. Lots of half naked feet. Sure you don't want to watch them?
Wow. What's up, Base Z? Nothing much.
Because you know everything. That's why I'm scared of you, Westmont. It's intimidating. It's your voice. Your voice does it. I tremble in the presence of your voice. The mission has a border base.
Let me ask you this. Did you have to go Google search that, or is that already like saved on your desktop?
Hey, your Westmont, the gang stalkers are
It's
out.
already saved on your desktop. It's probably your screensaver.
He says the gang stalkers will be out in full force tomorrow.
Yippee! Like I really give a shit.
Just know they're out in full force every day.
I've been dealing with you fuckers for years now. It's not like you're gonna do anything that's gonna surprise me.
Nope, I won't be your gay lover.
Wow. Okay. This stream has taken a turn for the worse. So
I'm the gay right out of you though.
yeah, I'm gonna break this up
Yeah, it's
right
getting old.
now.
It's getting old.
Yeah.
These guys are very entertaining.
So thank you for coming on here and chatting with me, John.
Yep.
Have fun being a moderator, and thank you, Virginia, and thank you, Angels, and
And hey,
Elliot,
Westmont,
and
buddy,
Base Z for showing up, and
good job on your first perpin endeavor. Maybe you'll do better next time, guys.
and thank Westmont for pretending to be a badass for us, and thank Muddy for being the racist douchebag he always is. And have a good night.
Go read a book or something.
Yeah.
See you, Scott.
Bye.